Hey, what's up guys? Spencer Rhodes here, and this is my review of Fear the Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 6. So this episode was okay. it seemed a little fillery, I'll admit. It just seemed like it just really wasn't all that much going on. I mean, there was some stuff going on, some moments in this episode that were good. But yeah, it mostly kind of seemed like set up for, I'm guessing, what is going to be the bigger events in episode 7 or 8. I can't believe we're only 2 episodes away from the 2-month break. But yeah, this episode was okay. Now, I wasn't one of those people that really got all that mad about the air balloon, or the beer bottle thing, whatever it was. That didn't bother me too much. I know a lot of people got upset about that. But yeah, this episode just kind of seemed like filler. You know, for a 42-minute runtime, it just didn't seem like there was all that much going on. And it had most characters in it, so I was kind of expecting some stuff to really happen in this episode. But like I said, it was okay. I wasn't like really disappointed in this episode. Maybe just a little disappointed, but it still had some moments. It definitely moved a lot of the storylines, a lot of the character storylines. It moved those along. So it was a little fillery, but at the same time, it did have some stuff happening. So with the kids, with the army of kids, we find out why Annie doesn't want to give new people a chance, why she doesn't want to try to give Morgan's group a chance, why she just wants to run away. And it's specifically because of the radioactive walkers that they're all dealing with right now. And she tells Alicia about how her parents and all the adults had fought radioactive walkers, and then they all got sick and slowly died. And Annie's parents told her to take care of her brothers, so that's part of why she just wants to run away, especially because it's radioactive walkers that are the threat right now. They are the threat to Morgan's group and everyone right now. So that's why Annie doesn't want to be involved. That's why she just wants to get her brothers and run away. So that makes sense. And with Strand's little group, they get a air balloon and they travel to where Morgan's group is, and of course it crashes, but Strand and Charlie were the ones on it. Strand and Charlie are okay, but I guess they're kind of stranded and they're dealing with walkers, and the episode ends with Morgan and Alicia going after them, so that's interesting. As far as the air balloon goes, I didn't hate it. I didn't think it was a really all that much of an over-the-top moment. I mean, was it cheesy? Yes. Was it just kind of silly? Yes. But is it impossible to do that? Someone let me know. Could you not get an air balloon in a zombie apocalypse? I mean, what type of equipment does that require? If you have the right equipment, then you should be able to get an air balloon working like you would be able to get an air balloon working right now in real life. And you can do it right now in real life, so I don't see why you couldn't do it in the zombie apocalypse. And I could see how that would be a very useful thing. An air balloon could be a very useful thing in the zombie apocalypse, because if you're stranded somewhere, if you're surrounded by walkers or something, or the roads are blocked or whatever, there's planes, helicopters, but if you don't have those, then an air balloon could work, because an air balloon doesn't run off of electricity or batteries. I mean, I guess it doesn't. You might need those things to blow air into it. I don't know, but I could see how an air balloon would be a useful thing to have access to in the zombie apocalypse. I mean, sometimes you might need to be in the air where, you're stranded, so that could be what you end up using. I could see it. I could see it. Was it corny? Yes, but it didn't ruin the episode for me. I didn't think it was the worst thing that Fear the Walking Dead has ever done. I thought it was a little cheesy, a little goofy, but it was okay. And my God, this show is obsessed with beer. I mean, I guess they keep making references to Jim, who is the beer making guy, so maybe that's why. But man, it seems like this show is obsessed with alcohol. I don't know. Does alcohol like a sponsor for Fear the Walking Dead or something? I don't know. But yeah, that was interesting. And Dwight and John are going off looking for Sherry, looking for clues, and Dwight talks about how, you know, he's not like John, and he kind of wishes that he was, and he talks about Daryl and how Daryl banished Dwight and told Dwight, you know, find Sherry and make it right. And Dwight says that even if he can find Sherry, he's not sure that he can make it right. He's not sure that that's possible. So I liked a lot of Dwight's scenes in this episode. I'm a big Dwight fan, so it was cool to have him be a part of this episode. I mean, this has only been the second episode so far in this season, so I was waiting for him to pop back up. But yeah, so John ends up finding a letter, and it's from Sherry, and Sherry's really upset because she had to kill someone, so she just thinks that she's just, I don't know, like she's not good enough for Dwight, or that it's just too dangerous for Dwight to continue to look for her. So she writes a letter telling Dwight to stop looking for her, and that she's done writing letters, and that he's never going to see her again, and that she loves him and she wants him to move on and start a new life because she doesn't want him to get killed because of looking for her. So she wants him to give up and to have a new life of his own. So John finds that letter, and he ends up not telling Dwight because Dwight's starting to finally get really hopeful about finding Sherry again because they had found a place that she had recently been to. So Dwight's finally getting all hopeful and happy, and John decides not to tell Dwight about the letter from Sherry. So that's interesting. I don't know what they're going to do with Sherry. Are they going to get the actress or not? I hope they do. I hope that if they're not going to get the actress, then they should just tell us. Like, don't get us hopeful that she's going to come back this season. If she's not going to come back until season 6, or she's never going to come back, if I were the writers, I would just say, yeah, the actress isn't coming back, she's unavailable or whatever. You know, like, don't get us hopeful. You know, right now I'm thinking that Sherry is going to return in the season. She's going to be the third crossover character along with Dwight and Morgan, because they're building it up so much build-up has been for Sherry in this season of Fear the Walking Dead. It's not The Walking Dead anymore, it's Fear the Walking Dead, and they're building it up. They're building up the whole Sherry thing. So if they're not going to bring her back, if they're not going to get the actress, they should just say that in an interview, because otherwise it's just kind of like teasing and building our hopes up if they're not going to get the actress. So I'm thinking they might be getting the actress back, and they told the actress to not make it public knowledge because they want it to be a surprise. You know, people are watching whatever, episode 9, episode 10, they're watching it live on television, and then all of a sudden, Sherry's back. The actress is back. It's a shocking moment. It's a surprise. It was never announced. You know, boom, you know? Maybe that's what they're going for. Otherwise, if they're not going to bring her back at all, just tell us so we're not hopeful. But yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with Sherry. They either need to bring her back or kill her off. I don't want to spend 100 episodes on this mystery, like just finding little letters and notes and letters and notes and letters and notes. But we'll see where it goes. You know, we'll see. It could end up being worth it. You know, the actress could come back and Dwight and Sherry reunite, and that's the big reward for us waiting so long. So that could be cool. And with Morgan and Grace. So Grace comes back in this episode. This is her second episode. And apparently there is another nuclear power plant that's about to melt down. And I think it's going to melt down no matter what. That's what Grace said. But she's trying to stop it so that temporarily stop it so that Morgan and everyone has enough time to escape, which they're trying to do right now. They're trying to escape. Right now they're trapped. So they're trying to escape, and Grace is trying to stop the second plant from melting down so that they have enough time to escape. It's going to melt down no matter what, but she just wants to buy them time. So Morgan is still trying to help Grace, and Morgan wants Grace to give herself another chance to live, not just make her whole life and her whole existence about this higher purpose of making up for her mistakes. Morgan wants Grace to really live, and I think he thinks that she's not terminally ill or something, or maybe he just thinks that even if she's terminally ill, she should use her time left to be happy and not just live for the sole purpose of making up for her mistakes before dying. He wants her to do something for herself, but she ends up pretty much tricking him into not being with her anymore, and she drives away in a truck, and she's going off to stop the power plant from melting down. So the episode ends with Charlie and Strand being on the air balloon, and the air balloon crashes down, and Alicia's looking for the kids because the kids ran away, and I think Morgan is going to help her, or he's going to help Charlie and Strand. But yeah, it looks like episodes 7 and 8 are going to be interesting. I feel like we're going to get a death. I feel like in either episode 7 or 8, someone's going to die. It's going to be a sad death. Maybe it's Grace, because she's dying anyway, so she's going to sacrifice herself. I mean, she's heading towards the plant right now, but there's also the poster for the back half of the season, and it has Grace on it. It doesn't have Sarah and Wendell on it, and Sarah and Wendell are no longer with Charlie and Strand. They were, but they're not anymore. Sarah and Wendell are by themselves now. So maybe they're going to be the big deaths. I mean, I feel like that's being set up. Sarah and Wendell are now by themselves, and they're the only characters that were not on the poster for episode 9 to 16. It's a poster that AMC released. It's an official thing. It's not a spoiler. I don't know why they did it. I don't know why they'd want to tell us who lives and dies when the episodes aren't done for the first half. But yeah, they released a poster that's for 9 to 16. And it has every character except for Sarah and Wendell. So maybe Sarah and Wendell will be the big deaths of the next 2 episodes. Or maybe it will be Grace and the poster's a lie. I don't know. But I have a feeling there's going to be a big death, because everything's coming to a head. The power plant's about to melt down. Everything's all over the place. The characters are all scattered, fighting for their lives. I feel like something big's about to happen. Someone's about to die. There's going to be some sort of sacrifice, maybe similar to Madison's sacrifice last season. So, I don't know. But, yeah, things are really building up in this episode. It had a lot of setup in it, but it also had a lot of character development, a lot of characters interacting with each other. And even if this was kind of a boring filler episode, at least it was an episode that had most characters in it. You know, it wasn't an episode with just one character, or just 2 characters, or just 3 characters. It actually had most characters in it, and a lot of them had good moments, good lines of dialogue, good scenes. So overall, it was a decent episode. Yeah, it had some filler in it. It just, for a 42-minute runtime, it just didn't seem like it had that much going on. But I thought it was an okay episode. Definitely not the worst episode ever. It was an okay episode, and I'm still really looking forward to episode 7 and 8, and then the back half. So far, I'm enjoying this season pretty good. It's not jaw-droppingly amazing, but it's good. I'm enjoying it. I still care for most of the characters. You know, I'm worried about who's going to live and die. I like the funny parts. I like the goofy parts. I like the walkers and just the intensity of everything. And I like that it's a little more lighthearted than The Walking Dead, because I'm okay with that. If it wasn't more lighthearted, they'd be killing characters off faster. So I'm okay with that. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying this first half. I don't hate it. I think it's pretty good. So I'm excited for the rest of the season. So yeah, overall, this episode was okay. It wasn't mind-blowing, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't bad. It was just okay. You know, it just wasn't great, but it was okay. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button. Right now we are at 563 subscribers. My goal is to try to get to 600 in the next few months. So just remember, every subscriber counts. Every bit of support matters and is very, very appreciated. Hopefully we can get to that goal of 600, And we're getting pretty close. We're 37 subscribers away from 600. 37. That's not that much. That's pretty close. We're getting pretty close to 600 subscribers. So I really appreciate it, guys. I really appreciate all the support. You guys are the reason I make videos. Can't believe we're almost at 600 subs. That's a hell of a milestone. Can't wait for that. I got a lot of plans in the future for this channel and all the Walking Dead videos and all the other videos besides the Walking Dead that I'm going to be making. I have a lot of plans. Can't wait. But yeah, with all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.